Hello everybody, this is Kyrix with another episode of This Week in Kyrix. Today is Wednesday, March 2nd of 2016. Yesterday I had Heroclix. I actually did pretty well. We had a big game. We finally had the big game we were supposed to have at the start of February. That big game being 1,800 points. Allegedly no figure under 250, to keep the game small. Turns out only 2 of us actually follow that fucking rule. Actually, no, it was just me. Everyone else had figs under that because no one paid attention to the fucking team build, but it doesn't matter. My team was the Worthy. If you don't know what the Worthy is, the Worthy were from the Fear Itself storyline, which was really shitty. Fear Itself dealt with the concept of, basically, if you follow Marvel lore, you have the Asgardians, the Norse gods. There's Thor and his father Odin, who's the king of the gods and all that. Well, allegedly, I don't know how this ties into actual Norse mythology, but basically in Fear Itself, it's explained that there was in fact a king of the gods before Odin. It was his brother, something. I don't know. They call him the Serpent. He has another name. I don't know what it is, like Borson or something. But anyway. Odin fought him centuries ago and banished him. And he had his own warriors that he called the Worthy. And the Worthy were Kurth, Skadi, Skirn, Graythoth, Null, Angrir, Nurkod, and Mok. And the Serpent, who turned out to be the Midgard Serpent, even though the Midgard Serpent had been seen before in Thor's comic books. But we're not going to get into that. This whole thing was a mess. It was just retcon after retcon of things that didn't need retconned. But anyway, an Asgardian hammer fell to Earth, and it turned out it was Skirn's hammer. No, it was Skadi's hammer. And it was found by Sin, the Red Skull's daughter. Hi, Oreo. And Sin picked it up, and she transformed and became Skadi. Skadi's personality, to an extent, overwrote her own. And she gained powers similar to Thor. And all over the world this is happening, like Null's hammer landed on the Hulk, and he picked it up and he became Null, Breaker of Worlds. Titania got Skirn's hammer, became Skirn, Breaker of Men, and so on and so forth. Each one of them had a title like that. Anyway, Skirn was that, Absorbing Man became Graythoth, Thing became Angrir, Atuma became Nurkod, Grey Gargoyle became Mok, and Juggernaut became Kurth, and I think that's all 8 of them, but... Okay, fine, I'll pay the goddamn bills. God. I got into this game to escape the fact that I can't pay bills. Anyway, the Worthy, as it turns out, are incredibly expensive to play, as you would expect. And as a result, no one's ever really been able to play them all together because they're so expensive. Let's get the black one. That'll solve 2 likes at once. But, turns out the Worthy play extremely well together. I only lost one match of the night, and that was because I was fighting the Phoenix Force 5, which were really broken. They're designed to be played in concert with each other, and they're incredibly powerful together. It's, kind of formidable, actually. But the trick was, it relied on 3 figures in particular. The first of which being Mok. And Mok's deal is, because he's Grey Gargoyle, he had the little power that, I have, let's go to my inventory and pay these goddamn bills. Where are my bills? Need to pay the bills. Did I put them somewhere? No. Didn't I get the mail? Okay, I guess I did the bills. I guess. I must have, because I have significantly less money than I should have. Anyway. The first key to the puzzle was Mach. Mach has this power that I didn't realize right away. But if you're less than his point value, and he's 240 points, so that covers. It didn't cover the second team at all, which is one of the reasons I lost. And in the third team, it covered everybody but Superman, and in the other team, it covered everybody, period. But if you're within 4 squares of him and less points than him, and you have an action token, you can't do non-free actions. You can't move, you can't attack, you can't move other people around, you know, so it locks down your team every other turn. And it requires nothing from me other than to just be there, which I did. And then there's Skirn and Greytoth. Skirn has a power where she can use Pulse Wave, as if she had a range of 8. Pulse Wave is the most broken power in the game. Pulse Wave turns every single power off, and ignores all but blocking and elevated terrain. So if you're hiding in the bushes, doesn't care, Pulse Wave. You're invincible, doesn't care, Pulse Wave. You've got invulnerable, doesn't care, Pulse Wave. You're a mystic, so you hurt me back, don't care, Pulse Wave. But here's the kicker. Pulse Wave doesn't differentiate between friend and foe. Well, hers does. If you have the worthy keyword, which everyone on my team did, and you're adjacent to her, which they all were, they ignore it. It doesn't affect them at all. On top of that, if one of the worthy that she's adjacent to is Greytoth, and she has to be adjacent to a worthy to use it, but if it's Greytoth, instead of doing 1 damage to everyone, it does 3. So I basically would just get in a cluster of people, have her surrounded by the other worthy, and just screen nuke everybody. Ah, shit. What's wrong with Willow? Willow, sweetie, why are you so unhappy? Seriously, sweetie, why are you so unhappy? You have the means to be a happy cat. But, yeah, I did really good last night. Then we went to TGI Fridays, where they have endless appetizers back, so that was awesome. That was great for me, in fact. What's she so upset about now? Oh, she's actually filthy. She needs to groom herself. She needs to groom herself anyway. Anyway, TGI Fridays have the endless apps back, so I ate a bunch of boneless chicken wings with no sauce, because that's how I like them. And then, hold on a second here. I'm gonna scold the crap out of you, Kisa. You're being bad. Scold for Scratch. And then right back to what I was doing. Keep getting off track. Yeah, I had a whole bunch of the, there we go, refined writing. Whole bunch of the boneless wings, couple mozzarella sticks. One of the guys ordered PB&J wings. I tried one. I finished it, but I don't particularly care if I ever have another one again, ever, for any reason. I'm not a fan. They're kind of spicy, honestly. I wonder what kind of fucking PB&J they put on it to make it so spicy. But they weren't horrible. It's not like, oh god, gotta spit this out and wash it down. But I'm not ever gonna order them myself. But yeah, I had a whole bunch of naked boneless chicken wings, couple mozzarella sticks. Cost me $15 after the tip. Not a bad meal, all things considered. I could have saved some money by not getting the mozzarella sticks or by just grazing off of someone else's, which you're allowed to do. You are. But, what the fuck is Willow so pissed about? Oh, poor baby. She's sick. Okay, you need to fucking play. No, you need to play this with you. You do you, Willow. You do you. She's actually sitting in the window behind me just doing cat stuff. Kind of what she does. Came home, relaxed for a bit, then got horrifically sick. Don't know why, but it did. Just kind of a thing sometimes. It's just... shit happens. Threw up, felt better, went on with my life. Been getting Saga Frontier done. We're working on some Saga Frontier. Been playing it recreationally as well. Both to play it and to practice at it, because this game is unforgiving in just the worst degree, to the point where I may actually have to completely redo T260's thing if I decide I want to get the Arcane quest done. I don't need to. My final party's going to consist of almost no wizards, but nonetheless it'd be nice, you know? It really would. Basically, the game is... You don't level. It's a level-less system based on stats. And if you get your stats up to a certain point, monsters start getting tougher. There's a quest called the Grail Quest, where you stagger drunkenly through this area. And I'm at the point where there are these super squids that fucking one-shot nuke the party. So, it's just not happening, you know? It's not required. I can skip it. I want to do it. But, yeah, I might not be able to. It's just kind of a thing. I saw my new place. That was a thing. I talked to my friend last night. I'm like, hey, can we leave early so I can get a look at this new place that I'm going to be moving into? Because it kind of matters to me, you know? Kind of matters to me what kind of place I'm going to be living. I'm going to eat some waffles. And I'm going to poop. Oh, man. Then I'm going to take a bath. It kind of frightens me that I can still use the toilet even though it's clogged. That concerns me. You don't poop in a clogged toilet. That will end well for nobody. When you flush that thing, you will be sad. You just will. And if you don't flush it, you will be sadder. Unless you're doing it in a public thing, in which case you're just an asshole. But yeah, it's pretty spacious. It doesn't look like much from outside. I was kind of disappointed because my friend's like, oh, it's such a big house. It's so big. I'm looking and I'm like, I get inside. It's very nice inside. I'm not saying that outside it looks like it's a dump. No, it just looks like it's an average house. You know, I was told that, the place was big and it didn't look big. Turns out, much bigger on the inside than you would be led to believe by looking at it. Big, big house. Very nice house. We're not talking like mansion here, but we're talking bigger than average. And I mean, it seems like it just never ran out of rooms. I go from room to room to room, and then there's more fucking rooms. You know? Big garage, too. Big double-door garage, which they don't park in the garage. So basically, they're going to put a cat door in there for me, and that's where the litter boxes are going to be. Cats are going to go in there. My room's about as big as it is now. My closet's only about half as big, but I haven't used my closet as a closet. I've used it as a giant storage shed that just happens to have some clothing in it. So, yeah. Still a little up in the air on exactly what I'm taking with me. On if I'm going to try and get a bed, or if I'm just going to bring my beat-up recliner couch with me. I kind of want a bed. I love my recliner couch, don't get me wrong. But I kind of want a bed after sleeping in this thing for a year. Did I totally fucking broke something else. I'm gonna fix that in the morning. Alright, Willow, now what are you pissed about? Okay, you're just stir crazy. That's fine. You're gonna groom yourself again. Because sometimes that's just what you gotta do. Why are you going in here to groom yourself? You're a strange animal. What a strange little creature you are. Which, to be fair, makes her very much like the real Willow, who's very strange. Play with that, and then come in here and sleep with Daddy. Which is another thing Willow has been doing a lot lately. Willow's been in a very cuddly mood the past couple days, rather. She's just wanted to sleep near me, which I'm fine with, but I mean, it's the first time she's really shown an interest in that. Usually she just sleeps somewhere else. She'll come headbutt me awake sometimes, but she doesn't actually sleep with me until now. That's cool, though. But yeah, I've seen the new place. I like it. Neighborhood. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad neighborhood, because it's not. It's a nice neighborhood. It just doesn't have things. There's a little service station, but it means that I'm not going to be getting my little Circle K endless fountain drink for a real dirt cheap thing that I've been used to lately. You know? So, that's a thing. Other than that, not much else going on, really. Got some Saga Frontier going. Trying to get along with the dog more. Get her to the point where she's, you know, I can take her there. My roommate's girlfriend was a little iffy on the dog, and then I showed her how cute the dog was. I showed her pictures of her playing with the cat. Well, with the cats, because she plays with Honey, too, even though Honey won't be there. Saw pictures of her flipping her bed over and walking around under it with, like, a turtle shell. Real cute. It's like, oh, she's so cute. So, hopefully, Maya will not have any problems. Oh, God, I'm gonna beat the fucking fur off of you. Stop doing that. I woke up out of bed to correct you for scratching that. I love that I had to get dressed to scold my cat. That's an amazing thing that just happened there. And then right back to sleep. So it's been a bit of a week. I've still got, I've been working on Metal Gear 3 a little bit. Oh my god. Kisa, 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 I adore you, but goddamn, kitty. Sure, I guess. I'm gonna correct the shit out of you if you don't stop being a bad kitty. You are bad, bad kitty, and bad kitty bad. Oh wait, they're fighting, aren't they? Never mind. Oh, poor kitty. What's the matter with him? Man, he's having a shitty day. He needs to go nap. He needs to go lay down with Daddy. And then I will sleep on the other side. So who was he fighting with? He's fought with Willow. What the hell's Willow's problem? What is she up to? You come over here and sleep on this. She just causing trouble right now. I love that the plan for this was, oh, I'll just let it play itself. Nope, I pretty much have to micromanage the crap out of it. I could really go for having an actual bed again. I mean, the recliner's nice and all, but oh man, it's destroying my back. It's doing things to my back. Sinister things. There, that should be everybody asleep at once. Yep, there we go. Let me guess, Rio. Who woke up? Kisa? Yep, Kisa woke up. Why did he wake up? Go back to sleep. Now what are you mad about? Okay, so he basically just woke up in time to fulfill another wish or laying down with Daddy. What's that? Tired? Sleepy. It's kind of funny. Keith and Willow never met, but I'm willing to bet they would have gotten along. Did I not fix that? I guess I really didn't. Do I work today? No, I don't work today. I can actually sleep out. That's nice. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of adjustment because it's not going to be worse than moving to Crystal River. Because when I moved to Crystal River, I was near none of my friends. What is she doing? Oh, she's just checking it out. Okay, check it out. But yeah, I wasn't near any of my friends when I moved to Crystal River. It was like 2 hours to bring any of them to my house. Okay, check out. Not scratch. Check out. Now she's fucking with Winkles. Or with Willow, rather. But still, moving to St. Pete's quite a distance. It's not easy, quick travel distance to any of my friends or any of the things that I do. But I'll eventually adjust. It's just gonna take a little bit. That's all. It's just kind of a thing. Anyway, we'll just leave off here. I'll see you next week, people. Bye-bye.